Hello, this is Serge. Are you in debt? Are you able to pay this debt? Do you know what is your credit score? Do you know the impact debt has on your own finance? Why so many people will never use debt, while others cannot go without debt, and others use debt to make money? Let us understand all of this together. Like, subscribe, and comment if you like this video. First, what is debt? According to Wikipedia, debt is an obligation that requires one party, the debtor, to pay money or any other valuables to another party, the creditor. Debt is a deferred payment or series of payments which differentiate it from an immediate purchase. Debt can be owed to any type of entities like friends, family members, bank or credit union, credit card companies, government, whereas national, local, city, etc., or any other type. But are all debt bad? Of course not. But how do we differentiate a good debt from a bad debt, you may ask? If you remember, in previous videos, we discussed the difference between asset and liabilities. We need this knowledge to keep control over debt. So let's see. In those videos, we realized that an asset is something that put money in our pockets, while a liability is something that get money out of our pocket. So let's ask an expert to better understand this matter. Julie, tell us, if I go in debt to buy an asset like a rental house, is this considered a good debt or a bad debt? Yes, it is a good debt, because the capital and interest you pay will be covered by the money generated by the asset, in this case the rent. This means the borrowed money does not cost you anything. At the opposite, if you buy a liability with debt, you will be forced to pay the capital plus the interest yourself. And this is without counting the depreciation on the item itself and the inflation applied to you the money. Oh, thank you, Julie. Let us look at some example. In the video called Rat Race Part 3, Fake Assets Are a Problem, we discovered that a primary home is not an asset but a liability. The example in that video was an average house in Charlotte, North Carolina, USA, bought at about $228,000 with a 30 years mortgage at 5% interest. Even if you sold the house after 30 years with an increase of more than 300% over the buying price, this house has a negative ROI. But most people in this case would think that the house was a great investment, but they are wrong. Based on this example, even though the sale generates money, the house is still losing after calculating all expenses, money inflation, and so on. Then, this house happened to be a liability for the owner. Therefore, it was not worth it to go in debt to buy this house. It was a bad debt. Yes, my friend, I am telling you, as for the previous example with the house, it is the same for a personal car or something similar that you are not using explicitly to generate a new source of income. Even now, money sitting at the bank is a liability. Do you get it? Think about the cost of money sitting at the bank. Yes, you make interest over your capital, but the interest is taxed by Uncle Sam. This money loses buying power at the average rate of 2% per year due to inflation. Yeah, you are losing money because the interest rate is not high enough to pay all costs associated with keeping this money at the bank. It is time for us to wake up and to start learning about money, to become an entrepreneur, an investor, to get that money working for us. Joe, first, you need to differentiate the needs versus wants. But what is this? Example. Do you need or do you want the biggest house in the neighborhood? Most likely, the smaller house would do, right? Do you need a Tommy Hilfiger t-shirt or a no brand of high quality would do? Do you need a BMW or a Nissan? Of course, the Nissan will do the job, right? Oh, I understand. I think I get it. Now that you understand the difference, you have to identify your needs. Buy quality stuff at a reasonable price and only on sale when possible. Reduce your debt by using cash only as much as possible. If it is possible, use debt with the lowest interest rate as much as possible. Pay that debt as quick as you can. Avoid or postpone to buy the want until you have the cash in hands to pay for it. Or even better, buy those want with money generated by assets. Yeah, I get it. This is how I can reduce and manage my debt level over time, right? I never understood this before. I thought that debt existed to allow me to get what I want when I want it. No, it's not that. You get what you want only when you have everything you need. Then, if and only if you have cash available, then you buy what you want as a gift. Listen, the biggest difference between the wealthy and the poor people is very simple, and it is not what you think. It is not the amount of money that you earn every year or per hours that make the difference between the wealthy and the poor. Of course, it may help, but even the highest earner or poor or even go bankrupt. So what is the difference? It is what you do with every dollar you earn that make the big difference. If you can keep it, you get richer. Look at this Instagram post from my friend 10x Investing above. Do you see the difference? The wealthy people focus on investing versus the poor focusing on their wants. Yes, I fully understand that Christmas is one time a year and it is very nice to receive a gift. But before getting too excited about it, we must ask ourselves about the impact of those gifts on our budget and our financial future. Remember that every dollar you put on your credit card will most likely cost you more at the end, especially if you spend a lot. If you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe and comment. This will help this channel and this information to be spread around. Thank you.